Good morning, guys. Sunday morning around 10 o'clock, 9:30. And this is the state I left the car in yesterday evening around 7:30 p.m. I was doing a lot of welding. And the wife was standing by with the air gun to blow out the fires if that happened. It was a really tough job, a lot of work in the wheel arch, much more than I expected. I'll let you know a little bit later, but well, then this happened. I used protective gear, but somehow a little fragment from the angle grinder, piece of steel, got behind the shields and into the eye. So I had to stop yesterday, and this morning it was actually rusted in the eye. So I had to go to see the doctor's emergencies, and they had to drill out the rusty bits. And seems like today is a no welding day, and it was supposed to be a whole lot of day work. This is normally what I use for grinding, because it offers a big protection. But in that small space up under the wheel arch, apparently all the things flew around. I've been a mechanic for a lot of years, and I'm used to making rust in old cars, but even though I thoroughly examined this car before buying it, I knew there was rust, and I always put at least 100% more. Well, this one turned out to be about 500% more. And I actually knew that a lot of the old Ducato Boxer, CitroenRelay, Jumper has some issues, but this one you couldn't see. And I poked around a few places, and of course I found the normal places, and wasn't that bad. So, but it turned out much worse. Let's see if we can get some of it. You see that? That's not good. And I already did a little bit here. It's gonna have another plate on the outside. And the one you see from the engine room is here. But I'll move the lights and see if we can get it without flickering. It turned out that all the way up there. And damn it, the one plate up here, totally renewed. I know it's kind of going around a little bit. I had to do it over here also. So all in all, it was supposed to be a small piece here, a little hole there, and a little bit here. And a little bit here. But now it's turned into a week's job instead of just one day. So and I actually look forward to today to get the rest of it done, so I could call it finished on this side of the car. But with the engine to the eye, I'm just gonna have to lay low today. And over here, yeah, that one I knew. And who knows how much else is in there. Probably the same as the left side. I know there has been some repairs down here, so it's probably just as bad. So when making rust, be prepared for the worst. And I should probably not have bought this one. But they say you get wiser when you get older. Apparently not all the time. But let's go see some rust issues here. I'll show you some plates. I actually just had a few to look at. This was the hole that I poked under inspection, the only one actually. But look at the plate behind it. You see, this one, there's going to be a hole in a year, and the other one of course has to be changed. This one is from the engine compartment. You can see fresh plate, and then oh, there were some bad things back there. But look at the back side. Even here, where it actually looks good. It's okay, it's red, it's got paint on it. But the back side, it's gone, totally gone. And so, well, the same here. You can see a bit on the edge. Yeah, just, well, it's actually not totally rotten on the back side. This is the piece I knew right behind the wheel. I knew that one. And I could feel this area and say, okay, I'll change that. But as it turns out, everything had to be changed, and the one behind it. That's what you saw on the car. This is that inner plate that had to be removed all in all, because you can't get to the corners up there. It's impossible. So take it all out, but look at the back of it. And that's probably going to be the state of all the things I'm going to touch in that car. But as I said, I already started. I already invested a lot of time in it. So I probably just have to finish it. And I told you before that I'm a messy mechanic. My tools are everywhere. And the cords get tangled because I just throw the things like here. And then I have to spend a few minutes looking for what I'm needing. But when I work so intensively on rust, my workshop looks like SHIT. All small ongoing projects in between. Here are the wheel nuts, bolts, the sandblasted, and first time 2 times primer, and waiting for the real paint to come in. Here we have the back brakes, the rear brakes. No, that's actually the front brakes. But I'm getting new ones because one of the calipers, what do you say? What do you call it? One of those were totally, couldn't move anywhere, so had to get new ones. This over here is the back, the rear brakes. And sadly most of it is in a bad state also, so new there. Oh, and this is the console for the filter, for the air filter. See these? Had to renew them because the bolts were rusty, so, and I would probably sandblast it too and paint it. Over here is the plate for the battery. Had to move that out also. And some of the things for the brakes. Got primer 3 times, waiting for some real paint. Down here we got the shock absorbers, new ones coming. Let's go to some of the other things. This is from my old jumper. Plan to put it on this Ducato also. It's a step on the backside. Got a light bar over here. And here are the coils, the springs for the front. These are the top bearings on the shock absorbers, right on top of the springs. And those have a tendency to break on all of these cars because you have a lot of weight on the front wheels. There's the front fenders, had to dismantle also. I made a little deal with a truck company. I got them some bread for their coffee, some cake for their coffee, and I had to use their They're a hot pressure washer to get this clean. This is the one that sits under the car to absorb all the oil. That was filthy as FUC. Okay. Oh, here's my rack that I'm somehow trying to get some new brackets that fits the Ducato. I'll see. I'll probably have to get it from England, but we'll see about that. So today, instead of welding, I'll probably I can't really say. Perhaps I'll start cleaning a little bit. Well, I should do it. So the weather in Denmark in springtime, it's unpredictable. You can have sun and a really big shower, then sun, then some wind, then some more water, then some sun, then some more water. So in order to actually get a few hours of work done, I had to put up this. And yes, it's not the prettiest sight, but it does the job. Water runs off, goes down here. See, it's full of water, and that's what's keeping it down also. But it allows me to work even when it's raining. Yeah, and this is where I cut the different types of plates I'm gonna weld in. Looks like somebody's been working or dropped a bomb in here also. So, we'll see you guys later. Bye.